everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live, and happy Easter to everyone who's celebrating Easter on this Easter Sunday today. Today you join me on part 2 of our live stream for Studgate Station. So this is part of the Bricklink designer program, round 3 sets that came out recently. We did one stream last week where we built bag sets 1 to 7, and so as a result of that we managed to get 2 yellow and black trains, which you can see here, which can be connected together or operated separately. And we also did the first half, or started the first half at least, of the train station itself, and you can kind of see hopefully on here, this is where we got to last week. So we're going to crack open today and stream for about 3 hours and build probably another 7 or so bags. And we're going to start off with bag number 8, which is actually going to start finishing off some of the touches around the balcony and the front of this train station here. So let me just go onto the wide camera so you can get another view of all of this together. See the trains here, and then the front of this train station. We also got 2 minifigures last week as well, so we've got a train operator kind of station guard and a little boy who's got a guitar that's busking as well. We started to build this restaurant on top where we've got a menu, a couple of tables with umbrellas, and then down the lower end we did the staircase entrance, a couple of flowers, paving and a staircase. There's also a ramp down this end to get to the platform. And then if we rotate this round, you can see the platform was starting to come together with these extended bits on hinges as well to extend it as well. So let's get cracking in and crack open bag number 8 and start building the next section. Put the trains out of the way. Again, electronic instructions, so they're on the iPad today. All black parts this next section, and I think we're going to be adding these mainly to the balcony that we've already created, doing some edge work around the balcony and maybe some like the appearance of some ironwork around the clock. Get this into a reasonable shot, and we're going to start this end. We'll start down this end here doing some of the edging work, and for this we're going to need a couple of 1x4 downward facing black hinges and one of these downward 1x2s, and we're going to add them to the edge around our balcony here. Then we're going to get 4 1x1s in black, and we're going to fill in the gaps that we've got here with these dark tan poking through. Then on top of these, to hide these studs, we're going to add a 1x8 tile and a 1x1 tile. 1x1 goes on the ends, 1x8 just across the top here. Then we're going to start coming round the front here, and along here we're going to get 4 1x4 downward facing brackets. 3, 4. I'm just going to add these across like this. Then we're going to get 4 1x2 plates this time in black. So jump tile on that, and we'll just fill in again the gaps here between the brackets. Then we get 2 1x8 tiles in black. I'm going to add these on top, tie the studs. Then we'll repeat our downward facing 1x4 brackets just across one over there. Then some more 1x2s. Oh, one squeeze through the gap. Back. We'll probably do another stream next week of this station, but there is a poll on the community tab if you're interested in voting on what we stream next. I've opened the poll up to everybody, so it's not just members this time since it's Easter, and we've got a few sets. The Indiana Jones is one of the sets we've got now. I've got the up house on its way, but I haven't got it yet, so I've not put that up as an option. But the motorised lighthouse is currently winning on the poll, so if you want to decide what we stream next, take a look at that. Next we're going to put some things on the front of these brackets. So we've got these curved bricks. They're going to do like a front over the entranceway. So we're going to stick these on. Then we stick a 1x4 brick in black, and then another curved brick goes on just to give us a front piece over the entranceway. Onto these studs on the side here, we're going to stick a 1x6 plate in black, and we've also got some 1x1 tooth bricks, or plates should I say, not bricks. That's one, where's the other one? Bum, bum, bum. The plates with the tooth on go either ends, but 1x6 in the middle, hopefully, and the other tooth at the other end. Just goes across there. Then on top here we're going to add some wedges. So we've got these black wedges here, and we've also got a 1x4 plate, and so we're going to add these now to these studs that are on top here. So there's the wedge, then a 1x4, then another wedge goes on top. Then onto that we're going to get a 2x4 sloped brick, and into the bottom of that we're going to stick some 2x2s modified with just two studs. Stick the two studs into the front to give us something that looks like that. And that's going to slot into this gap here. There's a slight indent there. I'm just going to push that in. Then either side of this now we've got these wedge pieces here. Again, they go either side now. Just below our clock that we stuck on last week. Those in place, and then we've actually got some Erling bricks in the wall here and here which we stuck last week, and into those we're going to stick some Technic claws, if I can find them. There's one, and where's another one. They're going to go in to the Erling bricks in the wall. In there, and there. Then on top here, where we've got these studs still showing through, we're going to add some jumper tiles in black. So we've got 3 of those, 1, 2, 3, and we've also got 2 semicircle bricks in black. So we stick the jumper on, then our semicircle brick, hopefully, then another jumper just below the clock, another semicircle brick, and another jumper. Meanwhile on the front we get a 1x8 tile, and I'm going to have to add, we've got the sticker sheet here, we've got this Studgate sign, it's going to go across our tile hopefully. There's our Studgate sign, the camera stops blurring, there you go. That's going to sit on the front where our tooth plate was stuck on earlier. Again, I'll show you the wide angle of this, what it looks like on the side in a sec. Meanwhile then, in these jumper tiles we've got on top here, we're going to get 2 micro figures in black, little statues here, and we've also got a bat. So, got a bat there, and we're going to stick the minifigures either side on the jumper tiles, and the back's going to go in the middle. There's architectural detail for the stations. It's just below the clock. It says if I can actually put it in place. So that's just gone on below the clock. Next up, we're going to add some black tusks. We've also got a couple of handcuff pieces, and we've got some little black tooths there. They're going to go on now. Our tusks are going to go into the technic claw, facing upwards, clipping just below a clip that's sticking out that we stuck in last week. Same on the other side. Then our little tooth pieces are going to go on the top of that clip, so it makes it look like our pieces following all the way through. Just got to try to twist that round. Same on this side. And then our handcuffs are going to go in the other clip around the clock. Next up then, we've done the front. I'll just show it to you on the wide camera so you can see it a little bit better. And I'll just pick it up so you can see. So you can see what we've added there now. We've got the Studgate Station sign just above the doorway, and you can see the details of the micro figures, the tusks and the bat on top, and the sort of raised platform in the middle. Now we're going to continue on the other side with the brackets facing downwards to make this side of the balcony look consistent with the other side. So we've got four downward facing 1x4 brackets again, so just pick off from where we left off on this side. Go right up to the end. Then we've got our usual 3 1x2 plates to go in the gaps, and we also need a 1x1 plate for the last part. So knock the bracket off. And our 1x1 goes on the end just there. Then we get 2 1x8 tiles. Just smooth over these studs now. Then we move round to the end. We'll do a similar thing here that we did earlier. So we get 2 downward facing brackets 1x4s, and then we have 1 1x2 somewhere. There it is. Start with a 1x4. Then we stick our 1x2 in. And our 1x4 goes on the end. So then we get 3 1x1 plates. I'm just going to fill in the gap again, right to the end. Then we get a 1x8 tile again, smooth over these and finish off with a 1x1 tile on that end. So that's the balcony part done. Next up, we're going to build a bit of a little tower. So we get a 1x2x5 brick. We're going to stick it to the bottom of that, a 2x2 plate in black. Then we're going to stick a 1x2x3 brick into those 2 studs at the front. Put a 1x1 black tile plate, on one of those studs there. Put an Erling brick on top of that. And then next to it we put a 1x1x3 brick, and on top of that we'll stick a 1x1 plate like this. And with that constructed, which looks like this, you can't see, it's a bit tricky with the black, that's going to go onto the platform. Be a lot of spinning around on this one. So this black 2x2 here is where we're going to stick our column that we just made. Just stick that in there with the Erling brick facing outwards. Then over here we're going to get a 1x1 by 3. We're going to stick a plate, a 1x1 plate into the bottom and to the top of it. And onto the top of that we're going to stick an inverted 1x2 slope brick. Make something like this. That's going to stick into this stud over here. Slope brick facing inwards. Then we're going to get a staircase, so one of these moulded staircases, and we're going to add that now to this. So it goes in this 1x2 plate here as the base, and then clips into those supporting columns that we just added. So we've got a staircase now coming up to the balcony. Well, I probably won't go to the balcony. I think it's going to be a bridge over, a footbridge over the trains, which are going to be in here. Then with that done, we're going to, where we have the gap on our column we made, we're going to put a large arch piece in, facing inwards. And then on top here, we're going to add some plates. So we can get a 1x4 plate, which is going to go across here. And then a 2x4 plate, which is going to go across there to give us a little platform for minifigures to stand on. Then we're going to stick a 2x4 tile across just to finish off this edging which we already got on here. And then across here we get a 3x3 black plate. Just going to secure the staircase to that platform. Then we're going to, in this little indent of 1x3s here, we're going to stick 3 telescope black pieces on here, and then across the top of those we'll stick a 1x3 tile just to give us some railings, stop people falling off the ends. Next up we get another 1x2x5, and we're going to stick a 1x2 on top. Hey Brick Calls, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I got the I actually got, well obviously I've got this set, but I got the diner as well, which I did a stream of a couple of weeks back. It's quite a nice little set. Sorry you missed out on it. Hopefully we'll get some more good sets coming out in round 4, which is now open, you can vote for. So now you've got these this column in place. We're going to get these 1x6 arches. We're going to get 2 of them. We're going to stick them from here over to these studs which we left exposed over this side. And in fact, I realised I made a mistake there. That tile needs to go at the back. It's a 1x2 tile there. I stuck it at the back. It needs to go at the front. Then we stick our 2 arch pieces next to each other just to connect that column. And then on top of that, we're going to stick a 2x3 tile on that side and a 2x3 brick on the other side. That I think is the end of bag 8. It is. Next up we'll do bag 9. We're going to need our train pieces. So our train tracks are going to come in the middle here, and then we also need some oversized 1x16 pieces. So there's our track that came in the set. So we've got 8 pieces of track, and somewhere in our oversized bag got some large 1x16, not them ones, not Technic ones, normal Lego system 1x16s. So those are out, and then they'll get bag number 9. Quite a lot. Got 4 bags in set number 9 bags, so quite a few bricks. Let's get some room going. What we're going to do in this one is start building the platform on the other side over here. So it's going to be quite a bit of groundwork, which we did last week on the other side. It's lots of bricks. It's tough with time zones, Brickles, if you're in Australia. It's because it comes live, I think, isn't it, in I think it's Pacific Date Time, isn't it? So it's west coast of America's time, I think. It's usually about 4 o'clock or something in the UK, which is fine for me. I've got some minifigures as well, I think, in this section. Trying to squeeze these parts on over this side of the desk, so I've got room to rotate this around a bit more. So first up, we're going to do a signal that's going to sit on the platform, and for the signal we get a 1x6 or 6 length, should I say, rod in light bluish grey. Flip it this way around, we're going to stick a camera piece in light bluish grey, so one of these pieces into the end like this to form it, and then we're going to add a semicircle brick just on top. Yeah, 10,000 is quite a tough limit. It was 5,000 in the first round, wasn't it, until they realised that everybody wanted the pieces and they had to up it to 10,000. The problem is that they've only got limited capacity in the factories, so I think they're trying to balance the normal sets with these Bricklink sets. So then we're going to get a 1x1 trans red and green tile, and we're just going to stick these like signal lights. Got sort of a lime coloured green one there, not quite dark green, just a bit bright. But it's going to go on like that, and then this is going to stick sort of hidden. There's a clip, I don't know if you quite see it, there's a clip here, clip brick, and it's going to be clipped on there. It's a bit hidden actually by the you see it here, it's just clipped into the side here. It's a bit hidden by this setup here now, which is a bit weird. Could have been a brick, one more brick over, I think, just so that it can be seen, but that's what the instructions say. So it's gone on there. We're also going to stick, there's a jumper tile hiding down here. Into that we're going to stick a cone and bucket piece. So there's our bucket piece and ice cream cone type piece. We're going to stick those together, which I never knew we could stick together actually. And that's going to go into our jumper, like a waste bin, I'm guessing. And then we're going to do a ticket machine. So the ticket machine, quite cool, starts off as a 1x3 black plates. Onto that we're going to stick a 1x2 brick with side studs somewhere. Yeah, you try not to knock all the bricks off the desk. There's the 1x2. What else do we need? We also need a 1x1 plate. There's our 1x2 with studs on the side, and then our 1x1 black plate somewhere. So we stick the 1x3 plate as our base, then we stick our 1x2 with the brick on the side, studs on the side, and then our 1x1 plate. Then we're going to stick another 1x1 plate on top of the other one. And onto those we're going to stick an upward facing 1x1 bracket. It's going to go on like that. Then with that in place we're going to get some yellow these dark yellow, or just yellow 1x1 plates. Going to stick those either ends. So we're keeping the theme of the branding of the train, I think, here with the yellow. We're going to get a yellow tile, which is going to go in 1x1 in the middle, and then onto these yellow plates we're going to stick some dark bluish grey 1x1 plates as well. One there, one on that side. Then we're going to stick a 1x3 dark bluish grey plate right across all of that. Just a little hole you see where the ticket's probably going to come out, I think. And then onto that we stick some light yellow 1x1 plates, again either end, there and there. Then into the middle we're going to stick a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side and a normal 1x1 brick. The one with the stud on the side goes in the middle between our two yellow plates, the other one goes on this side. Then we're going to stick a curved dark bluish grey brick that's going to go from here over the top like this, and then on top of these two studs we're going to stick a dark bluish grey 1x2 tile. So that's the sort of unit of the ticket machine. Now on the front, to make it a little bit more like a ticket machine, we've got a printed tile, sort of standard printed 2x2 tile hopefully, with a computer screen on. And we also need a ticket printed tile. There is a spare in here. What is... We also have a 1x2 black grid tile as well, which I'm trying to find. There it is. So we've got a grid tile and a wedge, a black 1x1 wedge, and we still need the computer screen, which is there. So one of those. So we're going to stick on our sticking out bracket piece, we're going to stick our black wedge facing around like that. Not sure what that could be. Could be a card machine or a place you put your money. Then our grill goes across our 1x2 with the studs on the side under here. Computer screen goes on this 1x1 like that, and then our ticket is supposed to just rest in the little slot in there like that, so you can see the ticket comes out of the machine. So there's our ticket machine. This is going to go on the platform here in these 1x3 studs that are still sticking in there. So we'll just put that next to the waste bin. Then we've got another 1x8 tile. We're going to stick a Studgate sign on that in a second, and we also need two 1x1 wires with handles on. So let's see if we can put the other Studgate on, so people know what station they're at when they pull into the station. Not too bad. So we stuck that on. What we're going to do is then each end we're going to stick the 1x1s with the handles on. So it looks like that. And there's two clips here, and we're going to stick these sign into those clips just above the doorway there. Again, I'll show you this in a second. Moving down the platform, if I can just slide it over a bit, we've still got some studs showing out here. What we're going to do is we're going to get a panel piece in light bluish grey, and we get a 1x4 with one of these groove pieces in. First off, we stick the panel piece this way. You can see that, so the panel piece has gone that way, and groove facing inwards, we're going to stick the 1x4 next to it there. Then in the front we do the same, so we get another 1x4 and a panel piece. Panel piece goes this end, and then our 1x4 with a groove again. I can find one. But this time it's light bluish grey, and that goes in the front here with the groove facing outwards. It's going to be a little bench, I think. So on top of that we're going to stick some dark orange 2x2 plates, and these go across the top like that. There's a little bench, so it looks like there's some grooves around the side. Then we're going to do some lamps. So So we've got to stick 3 lamps just going across over here. Hey Gary, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you from Ireland. What part of Ireland are you from? Welcome Brandon. Thanks for getting up early today. I know it's quite early for you in Canada. So to do the lights, we're going to do 3 dishes in black. 1, 2, 1 more. Lots of black pieces. What else do we need? We also need 3 arms. 1, 2. Oh cool, Limerick. I've been to Limerick once. My family come from Tralee and from Cork. I went in the 1990s, so quite a while back. But I did go to Limerick. From what I can vaguely remember, I was quite young. So then we've got some 1x1 rounds, trans orange as well. Plates going in there. We've also got these 1x1 rounds with the bar on that we need. It's a little tricky to see from the instructions. The pieces, to be honest. That. And we also need 3 microphones, which are going to go into the top of our lights. Still need another dish, which is hiding somewhere underneath the cap. Found it. And so I think we'll start with an arm upside down like this. We're going to stick a microphone into the end of it like that. Then we'll stick the dish into the end of the microphone, and then we'll stick our orange plate into the bottom of that, and meanwhile into the top of this arm we'll stick our 1x1 bar piece. So we end up with a lamp like that. Just got to repeat that again for the others. Got 3 of these to go on. So there's our 3 lights, and they're going to clip into the bars. We've got these 1x2 plates we stuck in last week with the bar sticking on. They're going to slot into the bar. So there's one, another one over here, and then our last one, which is a bit of a tight squeeze, over this side. Of course you can angle these if you want to, but I'll probably keep them straight. So there's our lights. We've now got a couple of minifigures that we're going to stick on here. So we need reddish brown legs. We're also going to need some dark bluish legs, a couple of heads, some bodies, backpack, and these explorer hats. Also got a suitcase. We've got a cleaner we're doing in this one as well, so we've got a broom and a spade. We've also got a cat, and what else am I missing? A torso. So first up we'll do the sort of explorer guy. So he's got the reddish brown legs and this sort of safari tan top going on, printed on both sides. He's going to have his backpack on, so stick that on first. Then on his face, as I throw his head across the room, he's got one printed expression with a moustache and a smile, and he's wearing this safari hat. Always stick hats on the wrong way around first time. So he's got his safari hat on. He's also holding a ticket, so our spare printed ticket tile goes in his hand, and then he's also got a suitcase. This guy looks like one of the Lego designers of old. So there we go, we've got the Explorer on there. Next up we've got the blue leg, dark blue legs, and we've got a bit of a waistcoat going on here. He's got also a moustache, smiling face, only printed on one side. He's wearing a blue cap. He's got got a broom in one hand and a shovel in the other. And he's ready to clean the train station as well. So we have our cleaner, which is going to stand down this end, and then our explorer's eyeing up the ticket machine, or just been at the ticket machine and is in that side of the platform. It's quite early for you, Brandon. If you're too tired, don't wake up, go to sleep. You can watch the replay. So next up, we're going to put the train tracks in. So they're going to run across here. So we're going to get 3 tracks. I'm going to stick them together. Like so. And we're going to do that twice. Another 2 tracks, because I get 2 spare pieces of track in this set that you probably don't need. And then we're going to do 2 studs from where the platform is, I think. Let's do it this way round to make sure I get it right. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That goes on across here. That doesn't look particularly clear from the instructions whereabouts this track goes, so hopefully we don't have to rip it up and do it again, but just push these direct onto the base plate by the look of it. So there's 1 track, then we've got 4 stud gap here. I think 4 studs, yeah, that's correct. Probably won't stay down particularly well. So there's our 2 tracks now in place for our trains. So over this side we've got a ramp that comes down. We're going to smooth this over now, so a wheelchair, I guess, or maybe luggage could wheel across the tracks. So for that we're going to get 2 4x4 plates in dark bluish grey, a 4x6 plate, and 2 1x4 plates all in dark bluish grey. So our 1x4s go each end of the track here and this end. Then our 4x6 goes between the 2 tracks, and our 4x4s go in the 2 tracks like this. So just so you can see, just allowing this to level across, almost like a level crossing. Then on top of that we need to tile it, so we can have some of these 4x4s with 4 studs showing. We've got a couple of 1x4s. Also got 2 2x4s tiles, and 3 of those, and we also need another 1x4. So our 1x4s go onto our plates that we stuck on. Then our 4x4s go onto our 4x4 plates with the studs on each end like this, and then in the middle here we'll stick our 2x3 tiles right across. Just levels that off. Then we'll start to build this next platform on this side, just so you can see that this is what the train is kind of going to look like once it's ready. Can't get the trains on the track, they're kind of not quite right, but you get the gist. That's kind of what it will look like when it's in position, and I'll put it on the track properly. So to start the platform on this side, we're going to get a 1x4 brick, a couple of corner bricks in tan colour, and we also have a 1x2 with a clip on it. We're going to stick our 1x4 brick right across here, then a corner brick, and our other corner brick goes like that, and then in this gap here we stick our 1x2 with a clip, which is probably going to be traffic lights or signals for the other side. Then we're going to get a 2x10, is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2x10, 2x4, and a light bluish grey 1x4 tile. This tile is going to go right on the end here. Then our 2x8 is what we need. We've got too much. 2x8 is what we needed. That goes across, and then our 2x4 goes in there. Then we're going to come down this way, and for this we're going to stick a 2x2 right here. 1x4 is going to go next to our tile. Then we've got a larger 2x10, and then across here we're going to stick a 1x8 light bluish grey tile. Then we kind of repeat that, but we get 2 more of these and 3 tiles 1x8s. Just follow the 1x8s all the way down like this, and our 2x10s just follow along. Yeah, Brandon, I'm hoping to add this to Bricktown. I need to change the track so that they can bend. My loop goes, I've got a loop going around the north part of it, but I want it to bend into the south part, and this will be the main station, I'm hoping. But I need to work out the logistics to see if I can do it first. But the aim is, yeah, I'll put it into Bricktown. Then we do another 2x10 to the end here. Then we have a 1x4 tile again in the ends, and a 1x4 brick then goes next to that. At the end here we've got a 2x6, and then we stick a 1x2 tan at the end there, so we've got a 2 stud gap between the track here. Then what we do is we get 3 more of these large bricks, put them coming off here, back the other direction. Then we have a 2x4, and the last 2x8 goes in there. So it's the sort of foundation for the platform. Then we turn our attention back to this end, try not to knock the trains off this side here. We need to do the ramp, so we've got the ramp on this side, we need to do the opposite ramp on this side. So same thing we've done before, we get these 2x4 slope pieces, and just 2 of those next to each other there, and then on the back we get some 2x3 black bricks as well, just to follow that through. So I'm guessing, I'm not sure if this is right, but I imagine this is for wheelchair access to go across, or maybe if there's a cart with some bags. There's a ramp that comes in on the main station front here, goes across here, because on this end we're going to have staircase going across for people to cross the platform, which obviously wouldn't work for wheelchair users. So I'm guessing wheelchair users have to risk their life going across the track up the ramp, which is interesting. Then we're going to get some more of these 2x10s, but this time in black. They're going to run across, 3 of them on top of our tan bricks. We also stick a 1x4 on this tan one to level it off. We continue down this side, we're going to stick a 1x4 on this 1x4 as well. Goes across like that. Then across here we're going to get a 2x3. Also have a 1x2 in black at the end of that. And then across here is where one of our 1x16 black bricks comes across. Then we do another one. And then we have a shorter 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1x10, which goes across. So you see we've just got this exposed studs here. On the other side, last week, if you remember, we put some hinges on here to do these white extensions to the platform, which is probably what we're going to do today, I guess, and it is by the look at it. So next up we get 8 1x2 plates, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we get 4 1x2 plates with the bars on. And like last week, we're going to pair these 1x2 plates up to start with, so we have 4 of them. And then on top, we're going to stick our 1x2 plates with the bars on. This is what we attached our hinge pieces to last week. So first off, one goes in there. Then again, the instructions are quite hard, but it was 4 studs, I believe, over 2 together. And it's a 3 stud gap. Stick one there like that. I think that's right. We'll find out in a sec. Then in the gaps, we're going to stick the 1x4 black brick. Then we get 2 1x3 black bricks like that. Then we do another 4 of those bar pieces, so 8 1x2s and 4 1x2s with the bars on. So same again, we just pair up these 1x2 plates. Oh, got one extra one there, I'm missing a bar. Stick the bar piece on top. Then next up we stick 2 together here. Then we do a 3 stud gap and another 3 stud gap. And just add those across like that. Fill those gaps with some 1x3 bricks. And then we do 3 more by 1x2, so this time we need 6 1x2s. And 3 1x2s with the bars on. Let's pair these up. We'll have one at the ends. Another one next to this one. And then our next one will go 3 studs either side there, and then we'll stick 2 more 1x3s then to level this off. So now we've added all that for the foundations, and then we're going to get a 1x8 tan plate. We're going to stick 2 2x4 white tiles on. We flip this over, then we'll stick some 1x2 plates with clips on either end in black, and a 1x4 in the middle. We'll then attach this to our first set of clips there, with the extension to the platform this end. Excuse me. Then we've got 3 longer plates. These are 1x12s in tan. Excuse me. We're going to add 2x6 tiles onto each of these. Voice is a bit croaky today because I went to see Elton John yesterday. So just going to add, and I was singing too much. Just going to add these 2x6 tiles here. Then we'll flip these over. We're going to add 3 1x2 with the clips on again, one on each end and one in the middle, and we'll stick some 1x3 plates in the gaps there. Then we just repeat that for these others. as that one, and then we just do the same again. So those are in place. Now we can attach these to our bars all across. There we go, we've got our extended platform parts, and that's the end of bag number 9. So we'll move on to bag number 10. On this one we're going to do a bit more of the build out on this side and have the sort of facade tile plate over all of the top of this to give us the actual platform. And we might even have some minifigures in here as well. So we do need some oversized pieces. So we're going to need 2 of these longer 6x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So it's 2 6x16 plates. Also going to need 1 smaller 6x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And I think it's these longer plates here as well. That's it from the oversized bag, and then all of bag 10. So there's 4 bags in this set of 10. So it's quite a few. So first off we're going to add some plating down this end. So for that we're going to get a 4x4 tan plate. We've also got a 1x4 tan plate and a 1x4 white plate. You're going to stick the 1x4 white plate 1 stud over from the ramp, then we'll stick our 4x4 tan in, 1x4, this goes on this 1x4 brick. Then we're going to add our large plates. And we also got some of these longer 1 by, well, these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2 of those. These 1x12s are going to go just behind these platform edges. Like that. Then we get one of our longer 6x16s and our shorter one, put the 6x16 in first, push that right down, and our shorter one, gives us the base, then we stick our longer one of course to completely cover our platform up. Then across the front we've got another 1x12, and we need a 1x4 as well. 1x4 is going to go on there. Then we've got our shorter 1x8 and our 1x12 goes on there. So let's just cover that whole platform now with a set of plates. Now we can start to tile it. So we've got 3 1x4s modified with 2 studs showing in dark tan again. Somewhere. There's there's the other one. We also need a 1x2 tile and a 1x1 in dark tan. So the 1x1, there's 1x2. Start with the 1x1, just going to go right on the ends. Then we've got our modified 1x4, then a 1x2, then our two modified 1x4s go on. Then we've got 4 1x6 tiles, another 1x4 modified, also another 1x1 tile in dark tan. So we stick our 1x6s, 4 of them across together. Then down this end we've got a modified one. Finish with our 1x1. Then we're gonna do bits of the ramp over this side. So we've got some 2x2 curved tiles, 2 of those. We've also got a 1x4 white tile. We need a 2x2 dark tan plate and a 1x2 tan. So we stick the curves, of course, here just to continue the ramp up for the wheelchair users. Got a white 1x4 tan, 1x4 tile, then some dark tan tile, and our plate at the end like that. Move it across, we've got our 3x4s in white with studs on. 3 of these next to each other across here. Then we've got a dark tan 1x3 tile, a jumper tile in dark tan, then we've got a normal tan 1x2 and a 1x1 as well. Stick the 1x3 down here, then have a jumper tile next to that. Stick our 1x2 tan tile there, and a 1x1 goes in the corner. Then 2 more 1x6s, a couple of 1x4s, and a 2x2 dark tan plate. We're going to stick 1x6s along here next to each other. Then we'll do a 1x4 there, our 2x2 goes in, and another 1x4 next to that. Then we've got some more white pieces, so a couple more 3x4s. We have a 1x6 plate, and we also have 3 modified 2x2 with the 2 studs in white as well. So stick our 3x4 on there. Then we're going to stick our 3 2x2 modified together in a row like that. Behind that we'll stick our 1x6, then again our 3x4. Then we've got 3 1x6 tiles, and we've got a couple of 1x1 white plate, dark tan plates. So 2 of these 1x6s just go next to each other here. Then we'll stick a 1x1 plate on, then a 1x6 and a 1x1 just goes in there. Then we'll continue our white. So 2 of these 3x4s again going across, and a 1x3 tile on the end. More tan then, a couple more 1x6 tan bricks, a couple of 1x4s, and another 2x2 plate. So we stick the 1x4 here, and our 2x2 plate. Stick our tiles right across over here. Make sure these are all stuck down, tend to raise up a bit. Then moving down this end, we need another one of these 3x4s and a 1x3 tile. We We also get a black 1x2 plate this time, and a 1x1 white tile. So we start with the 1x1 white tile and the black plate. This, getting ready for the stairs coming around the other side, I should think. Then we've got a 2x2 black plate and also some white tiles. So we stick a 1x2 tile there, 1x3 at the ends, and our black 2x2 for the stairs goes in there. Then in this gap here, we're going to stick some dark tan pieces. So we've got a couple of 1x4s, a 1x2 tan, and another dark tan plate. We've got a dark tan plate 2x2 in the corner. Then we've got our 1x4, leave a stud out, 1x2 goes in there. Then we get two tan coloured 2x2s, they go on top of our dark tan 2x2s we've already got. Same, get another two, cover up these two down this end, in the corner and on the top. Then we do our signal again for this side. So like earlier, we get a 6 length bar. We're going to stick a camera piece into the top, like this. Stick our bluish grey semicircle brick on that, and then we've got our trans red 1x1 round and our green as well. There's our signal for that end, and again this clips down this end with this clip just by the ramp. So there's our signal for the train. Next up, coming back here, we're going to stick a 1x6 brick in this gap, and also a 1x2 tan brick in front of it, like this. Then we get another 1x2 sloped piece. It's going to go in this gap here. We also get a 1x1x3 which goes on the opposite side, and then at the back here we're going to stick two 1x4s on top of each other. Then we've got a 2x2x3 brick that's going to go next to it, and we'll have a 1x2 going across there. Then we get two more of these slope pieces. They're going to go on the backs of these 1x4s we had. Then a 1x2, and we've got a 1x2x2, hopefully a 1x3 somewhere, 1x3. And we have an inverted 1x2 sloped piece as well somewhere. There it is. So we stick our 1x2 on this side, 1x2 normal brick there, and 1x3 behind it, and then our sloped inverted piece goes next to that, sticking out there. Then we stick a 2x2 larger slope piece in this gap here, and on this side we stick two 2x2 tan plates together on top of each other here and here. Then on this 2x2, which is sort of hidden here now, we're going to stick 5 2x2 round bricks with these grooves on to do the pillars. So copying the architecture from the other side we did last week. Got these columns that are going to go on the ends, just on there, and then across here we're going to stick a 2x4 tan plate on top, then a 1x2 behind that, and a 1x2 on the other side. So we'll leave that side for a moment, and we'll come over this side, and on this side we're going to stick a 1x3 on here, and a sloped 1x2 there. Stick a 1x6 back here, and then a 1x4, a couple of them on top of each other. So just repeating what we've done on this side here now. Then we get a 1x2x5 brick, that's going to go on the end here. Then a couple more 1x2 bricks which can go on here and on this side. Then we get these slope pieces again, stick these on the 1x4s at the back. Finish that off with one of these 2x2 slope pieces in the middle, just connect them together. Then we'll add some 1x2s on the side here to level these off. Then we're going to get 15 of these 2x2 round with grooves on. We're going to make 3 sets of 1x5 high columns. One's going to go on this one. One's going to go on this one, and our last one's going to go on the end over this side. So then that goes on this side. So that's all our columns in place. Then we're going to get 3 1x2s with the bar sticking up, and also 3 1x2 plates. We're going to stick these on top of our columns, so the 1x2 normal plates go at the back, and then our 1x2s with the bars go on the front. So if you remember on the other side, this is where our lights were attached on our platform, so I'm guessing we'll probably do the same on this side. Then in these gaps here we're going to place 7 window frames like this, 7 glass inserts. Stick these in with the window facing outwards if you like. Go all the way across. And our last one. There's our windows all the way across the gaps. Then to cover these up, we're going to get our large plates in black, and also just a 1x2 plate. And we stick our 1x2 plate this end in black. Then we've got our shorter plate here, it's going to go across, connecting the columns of the windows together, and then we run the longer one right across there. We're quite 3 studs short here, which is as per the instructions. Then on the inside, I'm really going to knock these trains off at some point, so just move the trains out of the way. Give myself some more rotation room. So spinning around here on the platform, we've got a jumper tile here. We're going to stick a bin on there, which again is the cone shape and the bucket. That's going to go on. Then on these studs here and here, we're going to go a pole, which I'm guessing is probably where the sign's going to go for the name of the station. So we get a cone, stick a 1x4 in, we're going to stick a white clip piece into the top, and then stick a handle like that. One goes on there. Just repeat that for the other side. other stud on that side. So then we can get a 1x8 white tile, and we can stick another Studgate sign. So our sticker on the sticker sheet. There's our Studgate sign, and then that sticks on this side. There we go, so that's now in place there, and you can see some people pulling on this side of the platform know what station they're at. Then just in front of that we're going to stick a bench. So we've got our usual panel piece here that's going to go in. Then our 1x4 with the groove on, it's going to go at the back in light bluish grey. We'll then stick one at the front and another panel piece at the ends. And then we'll stick our dark orange 2x2 tiles on top. Give us the top of our stool or seat, just below the sign. Then we'll do our lights, so same as we did before. We got 3 of these arm pieces, 3 microphones. We've got 3 dishes, 3 1x1 rounds trans orange pieces, and 3 1x1 rounds with the bars going across. Stick our microphones in to our arms and our dish. So we're going to do 3 of these again, and these just pop onto our bar when they're done. Other one and our last one. Jeez. And our last one's going to go. And this one upside down. Last one's going to go. I did that the right way around. That the wrong way around. Last one. Oh, that was the right way. Bear with me. Just got myself mixed up there. And the last one goes on there. So our lights are there now. So on this side we're going to do some minifigures now. So we've got a station person again. Got the orange high vis going into some black legs. These look more like a ticket inspector maybe, so they've got a satchel over their arms. Maybe collecting tickets there. Got a nice smiling face to greet customers, and then they've got long black hair going on there. So there's our other station person. Put them on the train track for now. Then we've got another traveller, so we've got somebody with a computer geek top on. We've got dark brown legs. They've got a big fur going around their head. Also uses a bird's nest in some other places. Got some cool sunglasses on, and they have a beanie hat over their top. And they're carrying 2 black suitcases. Maybe they're going somewhere cold. Right, stick the suitcase on, there we go. Suitcase fell off. There you go, they're on their holiday somewhere. We're going to have this guy sat down this end, and our ticket inspector standing down that end. So the two minifigures either end of the platform there. Next up, we're going to add some tiles. We're going to add these tiles across here. Oh yeah, it would be cool with a bullet train. You should maybe see if you can get a copy of the set. So we're going to add some tiles across here. Gone that the wrong way around, try and get my orientation right. And then we're going to stick a 1x1 round with a pin in it in there. Another 2x6 tile goes across there. Then we're going to add 3 more 2x6 black tiles across here. Then another one. Then we've got a 1x2 tile, goes in, a 2x4 after that, and then another 1x1 round with a pin just sticks in there. That's the end of bag number 10. So we're starting to get the other side of the platform. We'll just go to a wide camera so you can have a look. This is our front that we've sorted on this side, and then on the other side you can see the platform coming together with the sign. Got a couple of minifigures there, a bench, and we've started to put the glass pieces in there. So bag 11 now, we're going to do a big staircase that's going to go across and join the two platforms either side. Seems to be the main bulk of it, and there's a little bridge that's going to go across this side as well. So do need some oversized pieces for this one. So we've got 4 of these larger plates. And then we've got some 1, 2, so I think just 2 bags. These all going to be black pieces because we're doing like the black iron staircase. So to kick us off, we're going to get a 1x2x5 brick. It's going to go roughly there on this 2 studs, which are next to our minifigure. And on top of that, we stick a 1x2 brick as well. Just move our minifigure over a little bit, give it a bit of room. Then we've got 2 arch pieces, these 1x6 arches, which we saw earlier on the other side. 2 of those go next to each other, just connecting that to the main structure. Then we stick a 2x3 brick, and then a 2x3 black tile next to that on there. So you can see these 2 are lined up on opposite sides of the station as well. Ready for our bridge. Then we're going to build this little structure here, which is the same as we did earlier. If you were watching the stream earlier, we get a 2x2 plates. We're going to stick a 1x2x5 brick together, and a 1x2x3 in front. Going to stick a 1x1 black plate on top of that on one side. Try and do it without dropping the other side off. Then an Erling brick's going to go on top of that. Then we stick a 1x1x3 next to that, and we'll stick a 1x1 plate on top of that 1x1. And then this is going to go on this, you can see, 2x2 here with the Erling brick facing outwards again. So So you can see we had the same on the other side, and we ended up building a platform on top of it. Then we get a 1x1 by 3. We're going to stick a 1x1 plate into the bottom and into the top. And then we get an inverted 1x2 sloped brick like this to support the stairs, and that's going to go on this there, facing inwards like that for the staircase support. Then we're going to add our staircase. So from this 1x2, it's going to clip to these support areas. So that's pushed down. There's our staircase. Then we're going to stick an large arch piece just in this side there, coming inwards. It's going towards the other one on the other side. Then we've got a 1x5. 1x5, where is it? With a curved piece, like one of these pieces. That's going to go across here, I believe. Just in there. Then we have a 2x4 plate, and then we'll stick a 1x2 just to level this corner piece up over there. Then we're going to stick a 3x3 plate across here, connect it all together, and then we'll finish off the tiling on this side. So we stick a 2x4 in there and a corner 2x2 on that side there, so our tiles are all complete. Then what I've just realised is I need to take that back a bit, too far over there. I need to go back a set of studs, because then we need to put our telescope pieces on here to give us a little banister so people don't throw themselves off. Well, they can still throw themselves off, but not by accident so much. So 3 telescopes and a 1x3 black tile. Finish that off. That's in position. Then just going to move this out of the way a sec. We're going to get a staircase. We're going to stick, I think, one of these archways into the side of it like this. And we also stick a 1x1 brick into the bottom down here. Then we do a smaller arch, put the 1x1 in it there, and then that connects into the bottom of this side of the staircase here. Then we flip it round, essentially just repeat what we've just done. One goes in there. Then we stick an upward facing bracket this time on this side into the bottom there. And this one is going to connect in. It's going to connect into this side here, hopefully. Just push this in place there. I think that's correct. Is that correct? Looks correct. There's the start of our bridge on this side. Now we'll do the other side. So get our staircase piece, get our archway, stick that in there. 1x1 goes in, then a smaller arch our 1x1 in. Stick that in, flip it round, archway again, 1x1, and then we stick our upward facing bracket into the bottom of that. And we're going to stick that on this side. There's our two archways, bridges coming together. Then actually to connect them together, we get two of our 2x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16s. We're going to add them either side here, connecting the two bridges together, or the arches. Then we get our other two, and we also get a 2x2. We're going to stick them across the middle here, just to cover this gap up. Then our 2x2 is going to go in the middle. I think it's about 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Oh, one stud over. That was wrong. Slap bang in the middle there. Then we've got, I have to rotate this round a bit. Got to do the posts. So on this side here, we're going to have a post, because it's like the banisters. So we get two Erling bricks in black, stick them on top of each other. Then we'll stick a pyramid piece, hopefully. There's a pyramid piece, where is it? One of these pointy pyramid pieces on top. Like that, and then we're going to stick some Technic claws and angle into the Erling bricks. Two of those going in at an angle. That's going to go on the bottom step on this side, just over there. We do the same on the opposite side as well. Bit of pyramids, and then Technic claws at an angle, and it goes on the opposite side over there. We repeat it for the other side on this side as well. A couple of Erling bricks on top, and then pyramid piece on top of that, and then Technic claws going into our Erling brick. Goes on the bottom here, and our last one. Goes on the opposite side. So those are in place. But then across the edge of this bridge here, going to add some downward facing 1x4 brackets. So leave a stud. Those four there. You get a cheese wedge. They go either end, so cheese wedge each end. Then we're going to add 3 1x2 plates just to fill in those gaps between the brackets to level it off. Then we're just going to build a bit of a fence. So we've got a fence piece, a couple of 1x1 with clips, a couple of 1x1 plates, and normal 1x1. So one side we stick 2 1x1 plates into our 1x1 with a clip. That clips onto our fence one end like this. Then the other end we stick a 1x1 and a 1x1 with a clip. Clips onto the other side. So this is going to clip on this side of the fence, just across here. And we're going to build another one. Same thing again. Stick a 1x1 brick and a 1x1 with a clip together. Stick that into the fence. And we'll get a couple of 1x1 plates together. Stick that into the bottom of this 1x1 with a clip. It goes in that side. Slide this over. It's going to go on the other side of our bridge like that. So it's starting to meet in the middle there. Then we get 2 Erling bricks again, stick them together. We get some more Technic claws. Let's stick those in. Angle. They're going to go just behind our cheese wedge on the top there. Going to repeat that for the opposite side. Rolling bricks together. Technic claws. These on top of our cheese wedge this side. Then we're going to add some tiling on top of our pillars. So we've got these angled tiles to connect the 2 together. Other end. Hey, the monkey legend, welcome to the stream. No worries, Brandon. Hope your iPod Touch sorts itself out. We're then going to add some 1x2s onto our fence either side here, and then we've got some bullion bar tiles that go on next as well, like that. Then we're going to add these 9 length pipe pieces. They're going to go into our Technic claws that we've added. Ooh, it says he pushes it off. We're going to act as sort of banisters, I guess. Just need to angle these so they connect. So you've got 2 of those going on this side, 2 on the other side. And then we just need to angle that up. Oh cool, monkey, that sounds cool. Have you started it yet? Just add in that rod on that side as well. So there, 2 bars in place now for the banisters, and that's the end of bag 11 and the end of this part of the bridge. So now we'll move on to bag 12. We'll also need some oversized 1x16s, again in black. and then we'll continue to build up the structure from here to support the roof. It's our next bit, and we'll also finish off the other side of the bridge. So just a couple of bags in set 12. Put some lights on the bridge as well, I think. Ah, cool. Yeah, Brandon, I usually, I won't say this, well, Siri does usually interrupt the build at some point. I'm sure she'll probably come on at some point. So I'm just going to rotate this around. We're going to concentrate on the opposite side of the bridge now to finish off the barriers and banisters. So we're going to go across here. So start off again, similar vein to the last bag. We're going to get some downward facing 1x4 brackets. We're going to stick them across the edge of the bridge. Right across like that. Then we'll do 3 1x2 plates, and we'll also stick cheese wedge in black on either ends. So start with the cheese wedges. One goes in there, one on this side, fill in our 1x2 gaps. Then we'll get a couple of early bricks. Stick those together, and then we'll stick our Technic claws into these ones. Go at the top above our cheese wedge there. And of course we'll do the other side as well. Of Erling bricks. There's one. There's the other one. There's the Erling brick. There's the Erling brick. Set those together. Then our Technic claws. How many bags are in it? The Monkey Legend? How many have you got? Is it a large set? So then we just add the other side here. Then we're going to add our fences. It's going to go across this side. This one seems to be slightly different. So we start with a 1x2 brick, and then we stick a 1x2 brick with a clip in it on top. Where is it? So stick that on top, like this. We've got our clip. Then on top we're going to stick a 1x4. Ah, cool, nice size set. Stick a 1x4 plate on top. Then we're going to stick some 1x1 plates into the bottom of that, either side. And then we're going to stick 1x1 with clips onto the bottom of those, facing outwards. So we'll do something like this. Then we're going to stick another set of 1x1 clips, but inward facing, here and here. And then we'll stick some, again, 1x1 plates into the bottom of those. Then we're going to attach 2 fence pieces to that clip. Oh, we also missed, I think, another 1x1 plate into the bottom. Then we stick another fence piece on the other side. So we've ended up with something like this, but we're not done yet. Something a bit complicated going on here. Then we've got more clip pieces, so we need 6 1x1s and 6 1x1s with clips. Six, 2, 4, 5, 6. So we stick 2 of the 1x1 with clips in this orientation. Then we stick a 1x1 regular into the bottom of that. Then another clip and another 2 1x1 plates. So we end up with something like this. And that clips to the end. On the opposite side, stick 2 plates with clips in. Again, a 1x1 plate goes in there. Another one with a clip. Then another 2 1x1s. That clips into the other side of our fence. So there's our fence there with the clips, and then that sticks just on the front here. How's that? Yeah, that's right. Did I do too many? I did. Did too many 1x2s here. Just need to take this plate out. Just need a little indent there. 1x2s there, which is where this will sit in. So just push these fence pieces in. There's our fence on this side now, or barrier should I say, put in place. Now we'll put some tiles on top. So for that we need a 1x8 black tile. We need a couple of cutaway ones as well. Where are they? There's one. So one of those. We need another one, which is there, and we need 2 1x2 bullion. I know they got another name, but let's call them that. So we do our cutaways first to attach our end pillars. Then we've got the bullion ones, and our 1x8 tile goes right the way across. Then we get our 9 length rod pieces. They clip into our Technic clips, claws. Give us our little banisters. That's on that side, same on the other side. That's that one done on that side. Then we're going to put some detail across here, so where we've got some clips, we've got these fancy tail pieces. I'm going to stick these onto the bottom clips. Add some iron work in. Now Brandon, I didn't get any Easter eggs this year. Not really, don't really have Easter eggs these days. Then we've got one of these round shield pieces, and that's going to go into our clip in the centre. Don't think it's going to have anything on it, it's just a plain black motif. That gives a bit of detail. Again, I'll show it to you on a wide camera. In fact, let's do that now before we do the next bit. So you can see how hopefully the bridge is coming together, and there's some detail here, some tail pieces and a dish, and you can see how the bridge is starting to get the connect the two platforms together like that. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start building out this connection here, which is going to support the roof, I think. That's our next job. So for that we get two regular small arch pieces and one of these slope pieces. And first off we stick the two arch pieces just on this pillar here, and then at the back here stick our slope piece on. Then we're going to stick another slope piece on to ensure our arch is secure, and then we'll stick a 1x2 brick just behind that. Then we're going to add two larger arch pieces onto our edge there. Two there. Again, another 2x2 slope piece to secure that, and then we'll stick some 1x2 bricks just behind on that one as well. Then we'll do that again, another slope piece and another 1x2 brick again in there. Then we stick a 2x2 brick just across here, and then on this one here we get a 2x3 plate, and then we're going to stick an inverted curved piece, one of these pieces just into the end of it, and then we're going to add that to this 2x2 on the ends there. Then we'll start on the opposite side now, on this side, doing the same thing. So we have the smaller arch piece, one there, the one next to it, then we've got the 2x2 slope at the back, do another 2x2 slope to connect that, 1x2 brick, and our larger arch pieces. More slopes and some 1x2 bricks. Let's repeat that slope again, and the 1x2 bricks. Then we'll do the 2x2 brick again, and again the 2x3 with the inverted 2x2 curved piece. Stick that in there, and we'll add that to the end. So you can see these are starting to get close together. Then across here we're going to stick our two 1x16 bricks. Ooh, I'll do it without snapping everything up. So those are now connected across our train tracks, and we're going to add some plates on top. So you've got a 2x8 in black, and then a corner tile plate. Same on the opposite side, 2x8 corner plate, and we'll stick a 1x2 in the middle here to connect these. Then we'll add some tiles, so we're going to do a 2x3 first off there, then we've got a 2x2 with a pin sticking up, then a 2x4. Then we've got a dark bluish grey 1x4 tile that goes across. Then a 2x4 again. Then a 2x2 with a pin again on this side. And then we'll finish off with a 2x3 on that side. So with that done, we're now going to do a staircase. So I'm just going to slide that over. So we start with a standard set of steps. We're going to add a 1x4 plate under the top of the 1x2 at the top, like this. We'll stick some 1x1s either side here then to level that off. And we'll stick a 1x4 brick on top of that together. Then down this side we're going to stick at the top a 1x1 plate, one on each end. Then we stick one on the second step down as well. 1x1 there. And another one here. Not totally sure where this one is going to go yet. Down like this. And then we're going to add 5 of these sloped bricks down one side. Brandon, the weather here today is really nice. It's 16 degrees. Yeah, 16 degrees here today in the UK. They said we're hotter than Greece today. It's nice and sunny and dry. Just going to add these slopes all the way down the side here, stacking on top of each other to create like a arrow. We do the same then on the other side. There's our staircase, and this one is gonna lead from our bridge to this column that we just made. So this staircase is now going to run from here up to there. We're going to stick this into our bridge here and up to there. People can walk up this bridge and access the roof, I imagine. And we'll have another set of seats and stuff there. So that's moving up to there. We're going to add some lights now to this. And our lights this time, we're going to have a minifigure head, trans yellow. We're going to stick a gold dish into the top of it. And then we'll stick a pearl gold 1x1 round plate. Going to stick a 3-length rod into that, and that's going to clip this side of the bridge, and we'll do the same for the other side. And that's the end of bag 12, I think. Yep, so there we go. So now we've got that. I'll go on the wide camera because I think see, this is what we've got at the end of bag 12. We've got this nice bridge walkway now with some detailing on, and another staircase which is going up to this level. And I think it's this level that we might start to build next in bag 13. So I might have to get the train station off the table actually, just to make some room, because this looks like it's going to be a large construction. So I'm just going to slide this off without breaking anything. And then we'll go into zoom mode. And we'll start building the, I think it's the roof or the next platform that we're going for next. And we also need some oversized parts. So we've got 2 of these and those, and in fact it's all the oversized parts. 4 of these Technic pieces. We need these. And we've got 4 sets of bags in 13 as well, full of Technic pieces to connect the structure together. Lots of Technic pins here as well. Let's just pull these Technic pins out. Also large for those Technic squares as well. So let's start our new structure. So start with one of these Technic squares with the 3 on. I'm going to stick some pins in. So as usual, 2 in each end here with the 1 stud gap. Same on the other ends. Then we're going to add 2 more pins on the sides. So 1 stud in, 1 hole in from the ends. This is going to be the top of the roof we're constructing now, as per the instructions. So it goes like this. Then into that we're going to add a 1x6, is it 1x8? 1x8, sorry, Technic brick with the holes in. Just slot that in. And then into the ends here we're going to add our 4 studs over on each end like this. Excuse me. So like this. Then we're going to introduce some plates. We're going to flip this over. Let's stick this black plate in to the bottom. Leave a 1 stud gap on the ends. Then we're going to get a 2x6 black plate somewhere. There it is. I'm going to stick this into the middle. And then we're going to get some 1x2 plates. We're going to add 1 there. And need another 1. There it is, standing on its side. Another 1x2 plate just on this side. Then we flip this back over. We're then going to get 4 more pins. I'm going to stick 1 in, 2 holes from the ends, leave a 2 hole gap, stick another 1 in. Repeat on the other side. Like this. Then we're going to add another row in like this of the 1x16. Then into that we get some more plates, and we get some Technic plates here with the holes in. 1 there. Where is the other one? Definitely is 2. There it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add this plate in, 1 stud showing on this side. Same on this side. Next to that then we'll stick our 2x8 with the Technic holes in, just like that. Then we're going to add 1x6 bricks in black. Was it 8? No, definitely 6. Where's the 6s? There's 1, there's 2. They go on the inside here and on this side. Then across here we're going to add some Technic bricks. So we've got a 1x8 that's going to go across the middle here. Hopefully I can squeeze it in. And then we also get some 1x4 Technic bricks, which are going to go either side. One goes on this side and another one goes on this side. So just so that we've got these Technic holes all running along. Then in the middle here we're going to get one of these like trapdoor plates. We're going to stick this across this middle bit. Maybe this is where the stairs comes up. That goes in the middle. Then we'll park this, put it to the side. We'll then get one of these smaller Technic squares. We're going to add 3 studs into the 3 holes down this end. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to connect another one to it, like that. And then we're going to stick again 3 pins into each end of that. 1, 2, 3. Same on the other end. 1, 3. Then with that in place we get some larger squares and we connect these in. Make something like this. And then we're going to put some pins in here, 6 of these, so we stick 2 in each end like this, 2 in the other ends, next to each other, and then we stick 1 in each of these holes here and here, like that. Then on this side we're going to stick Technic pins with the studs in, light bluish grey ones. The other one there, and then this one, this one, this one. Leave a hole here, stick another one in, like that. And if we bring back in what we were making earlier, and along here, then we're going to connect this into those Technic bricks. Which is easier said than done, as always. I struggle with Technic pins. There we go. So now that's just inserted and added there. It's going to be quite a sturdy structure, this. We're going to flip this over now. We've got some of these thinner plates. It's only one of each. I'm going to run the longer one down this side and the shorter one down here, so I'm making the bat wing. Then I'll put that back. We'll get a larger plate this time, one of these larger squares. We'll add these into it like this. We'll then add 2 Technic pins here. Bring back in what we've created. This is then going to connect down this side like that. Put that to the side again. For the next one. Connect on the other side. Then inside these we're going to add these smaller squares, one on this side, one on that side. Again, put that to the side. We're going to get a larger grid. We're going to stick 4 pins in, so whole gap each side. Same here and here. Then we're going to connect to on this side, on that side. And then we connect these to these Technic pins on this side. Then we put that again to the side. We get a smaller square this time. We're going to stick a Technic pin into the ends, connect that with another smaller grid piece here. Then we've got some Technic pins going on this hold up. Got to change these round so that single holes out here. We'll stick the Technic pin in here and here. Then on the opposite side we're going to stick those light bluish grey pins with studs in. Then we're going to stick a Technic brick in onto there, stick another set of pins onto that Technic brick and add another Technic brick onto that to make this. More pins in. See how big this structure is, how heavy it's going to be as well actually. Then we're going to add another grid in like this. Then we'll put that to the side. We'll get a medium sized grid here and add more pins like that. Add that to a larger square like this. Put some of those light bluish grey pins in this side. And on the side here we're going to stick some Technic pins in. So there's one in the middle here, and 2 more just up there. We then stick this on this side of our structure that we built a minute ago. Again, put that to the side. Medium sized square again. Couple more Technic pins in here and here. Then we get our larger grid. Going to stick 3 Technic pins in on this side. And our grey ones with a stud on. And then this connects into this side. There's our frame forming. On this side then we're going to stick another 6 pins in. Like this, and then we're going to add this to our existing structure here, and that's going to connect in along here, hopefully. Oh, pops that out there. So that's added to that one. Then we're going to flip this over to the plates we've already added here. We're going to add some longer plates across each side here. Then we've got some 1x6 plates go across here. There's one there, and the one on this side. Then we stick one of these large plates right across the bottom there. Another one, these plates across here, and another two come down this side on each side. With a 1x8 plate underneath that. Then in the middle we get some 3x3 black plates. They come across here. Then we finish off this end with our 4x plates, just to fully plate this across. Then we'll flip this over and we're going to add two 1x8 bricks just into the middle hole here either side. We've got some 1x4 bricks. They're going to go, I think, about here and here. Hard to see from the instructions. And all the way around the centre, you can add these 1x10, I think 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yep, 1x10 plates around the edge of this, gap in the middle, and across this edge here we've got a 1x1 Technic brick with a hole in it that goes on first, and a 1x2 with the Technic holes in next. Then we have a 1x1 with a clip in it that goes on, then a 1x3, and then a 1x4 brick. Then we have 1x1 with a clip, 1x2 Technic brick with the holes in, another 1x1 with a clip, 1x3 brick, normal one, and a normal 1x4 brick. Then we have a 1x1 with a clip, Technic brick, 1x1 with a clip, 1x3 brick, and then a 1x4 brick. Then we've got our usual game with the clip, Technic brick, clip, 1x3 and a 1x4. So it's continuing the same pattern all the way along the edge. Then to finish us off, down this end we get a 1x2 with Technic hole, 1x1 Technic hole, then a 1x1 with a clip. This goes right across this side. Then we'll flip this round now. We're going to have to do the same sort of thing running right across this side as well. So 1x1 Technic hole, brick, then a 1x2 Technic hole, a 1x1 with a clip, 1x4, and a 1x3 brick goes across, and another 1x1 with a clip. We've got a Technic brick then, 1x2, another clip brick, Then we'll stick a 1x4, 1x3 in. More clips. 1x2 Technic brick, another clip. 4 and a 3. Then we'll do our Technic brick again. Technic brick, clip brick, 1x4, 1x3. Then I'll clip 1x2 and 1x1. So that finishes off that side. That's the end of bag 13. You can see we've got this big solid base structure now for the roof, or the next level forming up. And the roof's going to actually come out from these clips, the glass part, and this is going to be the top, where we're going to have seating area again, and we'll have a glass dome as well coming out of this one. So moving on to bag 14 then, we're going to open up a new bag as well. We also have another set of oversized parts. Looks like we'll use all of these oversized parts. So we've got 8 of these large black plates, 4 of these plates, 2 of those larger plates. There's our oversized ones done. And our next box of, or our last box of bricks then, bag 14. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 sets of bags in this one. We can see we've got some tan bricks in here, so we're going to do some detail. Start to do some detail around the top of the roof. What time is it now? 4:15. May get another set of bags in. I want to finish in about 45 minutes time, so we may get another 2 sets of bags or 1 set of bag. Let's see how we go today. So first up then, bringing this structure back in, we're going to plate up the top to give us a floor to build on. So we need 3 of these black plates to start with. There's going to be a 1 stud overhang by the look of it. I'm just going to put this on my lap a minute while I push these in. Make sure these get pushed in properly. So those have all gone in up to there. Do the same on the opposite side, another 3 of these. Then we get 2 more. Let's go on their side this time and go indented if you like. Gone in there. Then in the middle here we're going to get some smaller plates, so we've got one of these, a couple of 4x6 plates, and also a 2x6 somewhere. These are going to go at the end here. See, 1 stud over. Put up this gap here between the 2 holes. And we've got 2 larger plates and another couple of 1x8 black plates. These then run along down this side. Same on this side. Then our 2x8s has come on the side of this trap door here. Then we have some 4x plates here. These are going to run along here. So all this end is level with the edge. These ones have a 1-stud overhang down here. So very much like when you built the back wings, were very flat, and you could certainly very sturdy, solid piece this. So that's all done there. Then we're going to add some things on top here now. So we have 4 2x2 modified, hopefully with 2 studs somewhere. There's 1. Those, and also a couple of 1x8s as well. Two, 3, and 1 more. 4. So these are going to go one in from the end here, about there. And there's a 4-stud gap there. Let's go the opposite side. Other side there. Meanwhile, across here, these 1x8s go across. 2-stud gap around there. It's kind of where the dome, I guess, is going to form at some point. Then around there, we're going to add these 4x4 modified stud showing, 2 of those, and we've got 8 2x4 black tiles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so we put these modified tiles with our other ones that we just stuck on with their studs lined up like that. Then we stick our 2 of these tiles together. And these go right around the edge of this hole. Just like that. Then we get 2 2x2 round tiles with studs in the middle in light bluish grey. So there should be 2 of these, but I can only see 1. Where's the other one? These are going to go, I'm sure I'll get this the right way around. Over here, we'll go in 2 from the side here, 1 from the end, so that one goes in there. These ones go in, 1 stud over, goes in there. 2 studs, 2 studs, 1 stud, 2 studs. There. Then we're going to get one of these plates. We get 2 3x3 plates. Flip this over. We stick these 3x3 plates into the bottom here, and then this lines up here and overhangs a bit like a balcony, I guess. Then into the bottom of that, again we stick some 3x3 curved plates into the bottom. said than done. That's stuck in there to give us some curvature. And then either side of that we get these other curved plates. These are going to go on top, what we just added. The side here and here. Like that. Then on the opposite side, around this side, we do the same thing again. 3x3 plates go into the bottom of this. Wind that up, push that in. Then we get our 3x3 pieces go in the bottom. And then our larger curved pieces go on top. There's one, the other one. And it goes on that side. Got these two overlapping curved pieces now. And with this still on this side, we get these cutaway pieces, 4 of these. There's the last one. And these go here, one there, and one that side. Then we get another 4. 1, 2, 3. There's the last one. See the last one. It's right in front of me. So now rotate this one, so I'll leave it here, and then we do the opposite side. So we stick one there, one that side, one there. Ooh. And then our last one goes on there. So now we've got all the cutaways around the centre. With that done, what we're going to do is we're going to get a longer plate here, 2x16 and a 1x2. The 1x2 on the ends, then run our 2x16 right across. Do the same on the opposite side. 2x16 goes right across here, and then our 1x2 on the ends. Then across this section down the ends, we're going to get these modified 2x2 with studs on the side. We're going to stick 5 of these next to each other. 3, 4, 5. Then we get another 6. Essentially, we just go right the way across with these bricks now. All these studs running along the side. Then on each end we're going to stick a cheese wedge in black on this corner, on the other corner. Then we get a 1x1 tan plate. We're going to stick that on this end, on the other. Then we've got a couple of 1x8 plates in tan, go each end, and then we'll finish off with a 1x4 in the middle, just behind there like that. Then we're going to tile across all of these bricks here, so we've got a black 1x4 tile goes on, and a 1x6. Then we'll stick a 1x2 plate in the middle. 1x4 goes this end, and again a 1x6 in the gap. Also add some 1x2 plates in tan just behind each end there. Then we're going to get 6 of these 1x2 tan bricks with grooves in, and also 2 1x1 plates with clips. These clips go onto our plate that we stuck in the middle, facing sideways, back to back, and then these bricks go into threes, 3 on this side, 3 on the other. And we'll add another 1 each to each side. Then in the middle we're going to stick 2 tan 1x2 plates together. It's going to go in the middle here. Then we get 2 black 1x2 plates. And these are going to line up. Oh, not quite there. My angle was a bit wrong. These are going to line up with the second brick on each side. Just like that, there and there. Then we'll get a 2x2 black plate, just a regular one. I'll go in the middle here and connect these two. We get 2 1x1 plates in tan and 2 1x2s. We're going to add these on top of these black plates we added. Then add our 1 1x1 plate on top of those. Then we're going to leave this side for a moment and we'll go on this opposite side here. Get another long 2x16 plate, and then we're going to add long plate there, 1x6 plate to get an overlap. Flip this over and stick a 1x2 plate on there. This is then going to add to the edge of this one. And we'll do the same for the other side. This is how we get our stud overlap. To this side. So now they're level, and we'll do what we did before. We get the 2x2 modified with the studs on the side. I'm just going to add these across here. 3, 4, 5. And we're going to add 6, of course, to finish off the rest of the edge. Go right the way across. And 1 more. So that's all done. Do what we did on the opposite side, then we'll get a single cheese wedge in black. Pop those into each corner. Ooh, try and do it without pushing it off. So now those cheese wedges are in. Then we're going to add a tan 1x1 plate to the end here and this end. Then we've got a 1x8. By 4 in the middle. Right. Then we're going to add our tiles. So we've got our 1x4 black tile, 1x6. We'll stick our 1x2 tan and 1x2 black plate in. Then again our 1x6 and our 1x4 tile. We'll also add a couple more tan 1x2 plates on each end, like that. And we'll get our two 1x1 plates with clips on, add those back to back over there. Then we get another 1x2 tan plate, it's going to go in the middle. And then we get 8 our groove 1x2 bricks. These are going to go right across. Back here, like that. Then we'll stick our 2x2 black plate in the middle. And this time around the end, on this end here, we're going to get some 1x2 round brick plates. One to that end, one to the other end. Like that. Then we'll push this to the side. We're going to make a sort of facade now. So we start with a 1x2 tan plate. Stick some 1x1 with a clip plate on. Then we stick a 1x2 with a handle piece. 1x1 plate then goes on each end. Then we get two little archways on this side, one on that side. We then need to add each arch a 1x1 plate with a 1x1 clip in the middle. That goes on each side of the bridge, the arch. Need to repeat that on the other side. Just like that. Looks a bit blurry. Focus. Better. So we end up building something like that. Then with that done, we're going to get two small black windows. I'm going to insert these black window inserts into each. Put them on top of each other. These are going to slot into the middle there. On either side we've got these inverted curved pieces which go onto our arch. On top of those we're going to stick an Erling brick. Into the Erling brick we'll stick semicircle bricks like this. Then we're going to stick a 2x2 modified brick with the studs facing outwards. On the back of that we'll stick a double cheese slope in the back like that. Over the top of that we've got a curved piece. Just going to connect it hopefully all together. And then onto that we're going to add a 2x2 round with a hole in it, and we'll stick a black 1x1 round plate into the middle. So we've got to do two of these. Unfortunately I didn't see that at the start, so let's do that again. The scene it said build two. So 1x4, then we've got a 1x clip. Stick our handle in. Stick our two little arches on each side. other side. Two windows. Put into the middle. What I did there? Missed a step out there. Put one here. Let's just finish that window insert off. Stick by one top of this clip here, then we'll stick our arch piece on top. Then our window insert goes in, then we'll stick our inverted curve pieces. Erling brick goes on. Then our semicircle pieces. Then we've got our 2x2 modifier with studs. We'll stick a double cheese wedge into the back. And our curved piece, just to connect it all together, hopefully. And our circle, and our 1x1 round end. So there's our two detail pieces, and these will go onto our roof. We go onto each end of these circle pieces. One goes that side, another goes this side like that. So got these added onto each side. That's the end of bag 14. Now we'll move on to bag 15, where we're going to build out some more sort of railings around here, and then we're going to do some seating as well around here. This will probably be the last bag we do today. So we'll get 15 out. I think there was about 23 bags in here, so we're probably one more stream away from completing the whole set. So we'll do part 3 next Sunday. We'll be back at the usual time, I think at 2 o'clock British summer time. Early this week because of Easter. I've got some stuff to do today. So, last bag today. Let's rotate this around. And to kick us off then, we're going to get 2 corner bricks, 1 and 2, stick those together. These are going to go just there. Then we're going to stick 2 macaroni bricks together, like this. Same way, they're going to curve into that gap there. Then across here we're going to add some tiles. So we start with a 1x1 tan tile first. Then we'll stick a 1x8. Then we'll leave 2 stud gaps, stick a 1x4 on. Then get some regular 1x1 bricks, stick those together. And they're going to go on just there. Then we're going to get a 1x1 brick with 2 studs on the side on a corner kind of angle here, and hopefully just a normal one. Then we get one of these long bars here. We're going to stick the bar into that stud there, and then into this one with the stud facing outwards. That's going to go supposedly long enough to get across here. That's a bit touch and go. That just goes across there, creating a bar. Then we get a shorter 4 length bar, and we do the same thing again. This time we start with the 4 length bar. The stud sticks out next to it. And we add that in, so you can see the bars going across there. Then behind that, so on these studs at the back, we have 4 black fence pieces. So we add these just behind. So 3 go on here, 1 just behind there, something like that now. Then we get 4 1x1 scroll pieces, adding our architectural detail in. And these are going to go on top of our 1x1s that we just added the bars to, and some nice detail like this. Then we're going to get another 1x1 round disc. We're going to stick a it's a black 1x1 round again. That's going to go on our 2 studs that were sticking out there. Meanwhile, we get 2 modified 2x2s with the 2 studs facing upwards, and we also get another 4 length bar, and we get a macaroni tile. We'll stick the macaroni tile first off on here, try not to push it off. Then we get our modified 2x2, go back to back, and our 4 length bar is actually just going to flip on the front there. Add some detail. And then going to do some tiling with a sort of banister here. So we get a 1x6 tile, goes across the top of that one. Then we have a corner one. We then have a 2x3 tan one, and a 1x2 tile that goes on to the end there. Over here where we've got this modified one, we're going to put a jumper 2x2, and we have our egg, Easter egg again, just goes on top. It's one for the Easter. So then I think that one bit's done. It is. Now we start on the other side here, so same thing, we get 2 corner bricks together, stick them on top of each other, add them on here, and our 2 macaroni bricks together, add them to the front here, and like that. Then we're going to put some tiles down, so we've got a 1x1 and a 1x8. Then we're going to get a 1x4. Then we'll leave 2 studs there, stick a 1x4 on. Then we'll get 2 regular 1x1 bricks. All of them have got studs on, there's a regular one. Stick those 2 together. Goes just behind there. Then we're going to get our long bar again, our regular 1x1, and our one with 2 studs. Stick that in slightly there, and on this one. Do this, let's do this. Just touching, so that bar's gone in. Then we do the same again for our full length bar. Flimsy this construction on this side. So that one's gone in on that side. Then we're going to add our fence pieces again. So we've got 3 down here. And our 1 goes on there. Then we're going to add our 4 scroll pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll circle with a 1x1 plate that goes in the middle like the other side. Again, so that's similar on both sides here. Then we'll stick another 4-length bar on the front this side. We'll also add a macaroni tile on top of our macaroni brick. Our 2 back-to-back modified 2x2s. Then we'll stick our jumper on top of here, stick our Easter egg. Then we've got our 1x6 corner tile, 2x3, then we get a 1x2. This time, this end, we're going to stick a corner 2x2 plate in tan on the ends, like that. So then we're done with this side. So we've got this kind of look going on now. We're going to rotate around to the other side, and we're going to finish off doing the same thing here. So 2 of these corner bricks together. Goes on the ends, and our 2 macaronis. One by 1 tile and a 1x8. 2 stud gap, and we'll stick some regular 1x1 bricks, again if we can find them, together. Go on the back here. And we've got our long piece. Bar goes across. Then we've got 1x4. Connects into this side. Then we get our fence pieces. And then our 4 scroll pieces. Then we'll get our 2x2 round disc, and we'll add our black 1x1 round plate into the middle, and that goes on to our studs on the side. we've got our 4-length bar which goes onto this piece on this side. Our macaroni tile on top. And then our 2x2 modified. Then we'll stick our jumper on with our Easter egg. I say Easter egg, it's just an egg. It just happens to be Easter today, so why not be an Easter egg? Then we just need a 1x2 here, and again we're going to use a corner plate on this side just to connect that in there. So let's do our final fencing on this side, then we'll get onto our sofas and then we'll finish for today. Get our 1x1 bricks, stick these in, do our bar again, that's gone in that side, then we do our 4-length bar. Stick our fences in the back. Got our scroll work in. And our final disc with the plate insert in. And we'll finish off with our 4-length bar again on this front piece. And our macaroni tile here. Our 2 modified 2x2s back to back, then we'll shove our jumper on here and our last egg, 6th length tile goes on, and our corner tile 2x6, 2x3 even, sorry, and then a 1x2 finishes off on that side. We've ended up again with a repeat of that. Then what we're going to do is, coming back round here, if you remember earlier we added these pieces into those, we're going to stick a large arch, we'll go into the middle portion, then we get these 1x1s and a 3rd flank either side with studs sticking out outwards on that. And over here we're going to start our sofa build off. So we've got these bright orange pieces going right up to the corner here, the 1x6, add a 1x1 plate, then corner plate, 2x2, and a 2x4, the corner sofas. 1x6 will come off that, and we'll have another corner plate like that. That's the base of our sofa. Then we're going to add some medium nugget pieces here. So we've got a 2x3, 2x2, another 2x3 on this side, and then round the edge we're going to raise all this up with another 1x2, 1x4 corner one, another 1x4, and a 1x2. Then we're going to stick another corner one into the corner plate, that is. Oh, if I can do it. It goes in there. Then we got some curved pieces, which are going to be the ends of our sofa arms. They go on the ends. Just behind them we'll stick some 1x1s as well, just to level that area off. It's a little tricky to get in there. Then on the arms we're going to stick these 1x2 tiles each end. We'll also stick a corner tile on this corner plate, and then in these studs here we've got these curved semicircle type pieces to give us the back of the sofa. Oh, stick it on. One there, one there. So there's one sofa. Front of the sofa we're going to put a rug. So we've got a reddish brown 1x4. Then we've got a corner tile. Then we have a jumper tile. 2x3 tile. Another 1x4. And another corner. One just goes on there. So there's our rug in front. Then we're going to do another sofa just to finish us off today on the opposite side. It's over here. And it's going to be the same sort of thing here. So we start with a 1x6 plate. One goes that way, one goes this way. Then we've got our corner plates at each end. Then we've got a 2x2. Make a mistake there. I'll move over by one. What I forgot to put on was a 1x1 on the end of this one. Then we put a 2x4 across. Better. There's our base of our sofa. We're going to put the medium nugget tiles on, and then we're going to put another layer of plates on, 1x2 each ends. Then we've got 1x4s, and a corner plate. Then we'll do the arms. We've got our curved pieces going in each end. Going in there. We'll stick a 1x1 plate just behind that. And then another corner plate in the corner. Then we'll add our 1x2 tiles on the arms. Tile in the corner part, and then we'll put our seat backs on, so our curved pieces. So there's our other sofa, one in each corner, and then of course we need the rug. Same deal with the rug on this one. pieces for the corners of the rug. There we go, so that's the end of bag 15. Let's go to the wide camera. You can see the roof piece now is coming together. We've got some of the detail going around the edge here, still some bits obviously to do. It's starting to come together, and then we've got our nice seating areas with some rugs, sofas at the top. So that's where we're going to end today. Can't stick it onto the top of our train station yet because the support's not there. Go back to that. Maybe another sort of sideward view of how we're doing today. Kind of see it there, the sofas looking pretty good. So that's going to sit on top of our structure that we were building earlier today. So that's the end of today's stream. If you enjoyed the stream, of course, hit that like button so it helps us get other people to see the stream as well. And of course, if you haven't subscribed or joined as a member yet, feel free to do that on the channel to be kept up to date for other posts that we do, as well as the streams we do every Sunday. We also try to post at least once a week, not always, but to post developments of Bricktown and some other videos as well. We've got some in-depth reviews coming up on a couple of sets we've built recently as well on the channel, and we'll also be building some extra bits to Bricktown. So if you want to be notified of when they come to hit, then do hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be back next week to do stream number 3, which is hopefully going to be the last one for this build. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to say what we build next in the stream afterwards, then there's a vote on the community tab, or a poll on the community tab, where you get to place your vote. And before I come on today, the motorised lighthouse from Lego Ideas is leading that at the moment. So if you want to say on building a different set or supporting that set, then go over there and hit that like button. So whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday, or also enjoy Easter as well. So happy Easter again for those that are celebrating. Don't eat too many eggs, but also enjoy yourself, stay safe, and then join me next weekend for part 3, 2 PM British summertime next week. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.